Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have the YCS Pasadena finals match between Jesse Kotton and Hani Jawhari, very bad with his name, but we have YuGiOh tier versus a YuGiOh tier, so it is going to be a mirror match here, Terraforming Go Search Planet. Both of these players are very, very good. You can go ahead and check out Jesse Kotton's Duelist Academy if you want to potentially get coached by him. You can go ahead and check that out down below in the description, or you check out Hani's Twitch that I'll leave down below in the description. So Terraforming Search Planet, and then we're going to activate Shaylin Effect. Okay, wanted to do that before I guess getting into a scenario where they mill all the field spells, because we're going to Kelbeck mill here. That's why they did that. There's a decent chance. Yeah, they're gonna activate the effects now. Mill 5s are gonna happen. So Jesse's side, we see a Mud, Rhino, Keldo. On Hani's side, we're gonna see Mud, Solik, Diviner, Kelbeck. Okay, so Jesse declares his chain links first, and Hani's gonna declare his chain links. I also see Orange Light in Hani's hand. Yeah, getting hit with like the mill 5 in the tier mirror feels crazy. Because like look, Hani still has 5 cards in hand, has committed nothing into this, and has gotten a mill 5. That gave him an interruption, a surge, a good elf summon back, a potential mill 5 if he wants it. Okay, so search Havness. Jesse didn't get any of like the tiers or anything. And I guess like hit Rhino, but could have technically activated Planet before to go search for a tier, so that way if we mill Rhino, then we can get 2 tier names to trigger off that one interaction. But they would also, it'd kind of suck because if you Rhino discard a tier, then you get the tier graveyard effect and you get Rhino. So then if they want to use their graveyard interruption, they have to do it there. And if they do, then Rhino's going to dump another tier name, so they're going to have another interruption for that. So like you're spacing out your effects in a very easy way to do it. It's not like you're going out of your way to space out your effects. Dude, that card looked like Ray. I don't know what card it was, but it looked like Ray was in their hand. Obviously, it's not. Obviously. Okay, so normal summon Miri. Miri effect to mill 3. Alright, will we see tier names this time around? Just honestly, yeah, okay. We're going to chain Mud to put back their Mud, because if we don't, then tier names won't matter because they'll be able to stop it. So we're going to Mud, we're going to put back Diviner, Keldo, and Mud. Then they're going to chain Mud. I definitely want to put back Diviner. Then they're going to chain the putback Rhino, Keldo, and Solik. Okay. So now, Miri Mills technically don't matter as much, because we know that Jesse can combo even if the mills are bad, because they could Planet pop their own tier on field to get the fuse effect, because a tier was just shuffled back. But the mill 3 probably will hit a tier. Probably will not hit a tier. Look at him. Feels so... Yeah, exactly. This is the time where, like... You know, you can play super well, and sometimes the luck... You know, it's against you. It'd be like that sometimes. I saw a Phoenix in Hani's hand. I saw Orange Light. That could just be... Like, opening, if that Orange Light is live and they have a Phoenix, that's like one of the best things you can drop on your opponent's turn. Like, both of those together, too. Like, to be honest, you really only need like one Orange Light or one Phoenix. As long as, like, the Orange Light's live, discarding your YuGiOh, you're probably feeling decent going into their turn. Okay, thinking about this. I don't even know what's going on here. Okay, they're going Sorner and Planet. So Planet's trying to pop a tier name. Sorner's gonna dump. They let it go through. Pop Shaylin, dump Jerusalem. Activate the Shaylin effect now to try to fuse. Oh my gosh, and there's a Magma Mutt in Hani's hand. Yo. They're gonna read over Sorner? Sure. I'm telling you, bro, they need to have me up there as a judge on the table. I'd be a crazy table judge. Just for feature match, though. Oh! Orange Light's the Magma Mutt. Is Hani's Orange Light live? Oh! Throw it back at him! Discard Diviner. Throw it back at him. Throw the rare at him. Let him know ulti high rarity cards do not mean better cards. Let him know. Yeah, so the tier name gets banished. I don't even know where the tier name went. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's the Shaylin. That's going to get banished before we go into the new chain link. Yeah, that's got to get banished. And then now new chain link will activate where they can go YuGiOh 1, Magma 2. You know, Jesse's discard was a bit better than Hani's. If Hani's discard was just, you know, the putback, Mill, okay, Mills, Hafinas, Rhino, Jesse, I can't even tell what he milled. Didn't hit the tier name though. Hit Rhino, Shaylin, which we've already used. Wasn't even Rhino. Oh, it was a Keldo. Okay, so Hani's just able to keep popping off. And still has a Havness in hand and 2 spells. I can't. It's probably Scream and Planet then. It's like the spells, one of the only spells that the deck plays. Unless if it's Instant Fusion, yeah, Planet's definitely in hand. I just saw it. They're gonna chain Keldo. You know, they're not gonna let that resolve. Put back Hafinas. Put back Rhino. And I'm thinking on the last putback, could put back one of his own cards. Hani's feeling on top of the world right now. You can tell. Just look at his hands. He's like, oh, let's go. Feeling the combo. Gotta warm up the hands because I'm about to go. Pow, 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 pow. Jeez, Jesse's graveyard is so thick. For the end board being Miri, Planet, no cards in hand, it's a thick graveyard. Oh no, it looks like it's Terraforming plus Planet. Okay, yeah, looks over their graveyard real quick, because they definitely have a shuffle back or two. They're going to try to banish Shaylin for Jerusalem. That's going to go through. You can't banish to stop it if they only have... Oh my gosh, they have Instant Fusion! They had Instant Fusion, Planet, Hafinas, Magma, Orange Light Diviner, searches the Hafinas off of the Sulic that was milled earlier on. So then we had the Magma, Orange Light Diviner, Instant Fusion, Planet as the opening hand, which you have to feel pretty good about. Draws into Terraforming. Doesn't even matter, like that's game 1. Yeah, Jesse's already he already loses. That's the thing. He already has lost the game. Wow. Okay. One step closer into becoming... Oh, I won't say... I mean, he's already a YCS champ. I guess winning, like, the first solo... Like, his first solo YCS. Because he won a 3v3 YCS. A lot of people feel very awkward about 3v3 YCSs, you know. They don't know whether to count it as, like, an actual top or not. Or do you, like... I treat 3v3s as actual tops. But I would say... like... they're just as good as like a regular YCS. So it can be harder in the fact that like if it's a very good team versus another very good team, that can be way tougher than one good player versus one good player. But then you could also get carried by your team. So that's why I put them as even. Also, I think 3v3s are harder than like regular. You also have to like help your teammates, which means you can't like full focus into your match as much. The way that you can if it's just solo, but you know, Instant Fusion for Kit, Search Scream, activate Planet. Planet works very well with Scream, because you can Scream mill, and then you can Planet pop Scream to search for a trap card. So it's easy to end on both trap cards. But maybe not this time around, because we did have to kit search Scream. Usually it's like, okay, if you open like Planet plus Scream, you know, you can like Planet pop Scream to search trap, and you can kit search other trap. We're gonna kit tag out, summon, kit, Rhino, Scream. So mill 8 and dump 1 on purpose. That said, that's good. So we are going to see. Okay, Heartbeat is milled. Do we mill a trap alongside of it? We mill Scream, so now we don't have to pop the Scream on field anymore. That's good. That's like, you know, it's pretty free. Mill Shaylin and Miri. YuGiOh. I doubt we're going to YuGiOh mill, though. We don't mill any of our shuffle backs. Those are pretty big to have in graveyard. Okay, and then dump Hafinas. Now they can use whichever tier names they want. You know, could use all 3 technically, but I highly doubt it. We haven't even used 1 yet because we started with instant fusion, so we got to cheat out one of the fusions. You know, probably safe here to say that you want to activate 2 of them so that way you don't play into a Bisted. So we're going to get Hafina, Shaylin, Scream. Scream, go search trap card. Go search crime. And then we're going to get to shuffle back. So what does that make? Rukalos, Garua. Maybe. What's the rest of their hand? Because they don't have a level 2 on board, so, you know, it's not like if you make Rukalos plus Garua, it's a lot better if the monster on your field is Miri, because then you can make Elf with a Garua. Right now we're going to put back Kalos and Shaylin. And then that summons from the extra deck. Either Rukalos or Drago. Yeah, it brings out Rukalos. And then now you get to put back the Hafinas. Oh, do we have Sornir engraved? I was going to say, we could make Mud then. And being able to go for Dweller is good. I can't tell what they're asking here. They're asking if the opponent cut maybe before they start putting tier names back. Or are they asking if they resolved it correctly? I mean, this looks good to me. Yeah. Looks good to me. Looks good to them. Well, someone in chat said I'm assuming UDS is an annual thing. Unfortunate. Nope. UDS is no longer a thing. The UDS belt... Like, I would have rather won a UDS than a YCS. 100%. Because a UDS belt is probably the most broken thing in YuGiOh. Which is... I'm assuming why UDSs are no longer a thing. Because it really is that stupid. You have a 2-round buy in every tournament you enter. 2-round buy. That is crazy. You get to dodge round 1 and 2. The rounds, like, the highest rounds are you playing against, like, Rogue. The highest odds are you playing against Rogue. So now you get to build your deck differently. You know, you go into a 3v3 YCS where there's, like, 8 rounds of Swiss. And you get 2-round buy. There's 6 rounds. You know, probably go X2 top. So then you just have to win 66% of your games to top. And it's like, if you don't win, if you have a 2-round buy at a 3v3 YCS and you don't top, like, I bet you all your friends make fun of you. Because, like, that's tough. That is tough. Go ahead, bring out Gamma Driver. Magma Mutt getting stopped. Does not want that to go through. Because then can make a rank 6. Being either Beatrice or the other guy. I need to learn the other guy's name. Really good card, though. Alright, we're gonna go normal summon out Keldo. And then make a Abyss Dweller. So we were trying to make rank 6 Rukalos Dweller. Okay, so it makes the Dweller there. The judge is gonna look at the graveyard. That's crazy. I guess just checking to see if they normal it or not. But the Tier's graveyard would not let you know if they normal summoned or not. Then pass turn. Super Poly could be tough. but it'd also be fair. I guess like maybe there's a world where they Rukalos negate Gamma. Is that ever a thing? Would that ever happen? Rukalos negate Gamma. I don't know. Cause like you have to send itself, bring itself back, or you could send Scream, but you kind of want to leave Scream as, you know, just a free mill 3 whenever. Oh, there's so many good mills. That mill 3 is always good. Like we just milled 3 different tier names off of that. Hey Scoops! Yo, hold on. I wanna see that. Cause we milled Miri, Keldo, and then the Scream resolved. Or the Scream, you know, activated. They let it go through. So like Miri can activate because Dweller mills all 3 tier names. You see him just, I think he just asked like, can I scoop? And they were like, yeah. Okay, that was really quick game 2. No point of trying to play through a game where you lose. Okay, and then we are going to see Hani get to go first in the all magical game 3. Who will be the first person in TCG to win a YCS with a Shizu tier element between these extremely good players? Going to start with normal summon diviner effect. You already know this game's about to be crazy if he dumps a mill 5. Holy, and he's dumping a mill 5. He went through both the other ones. He milled past him. Oh my gosh, mill 5's crazy here. Dump a YuGiOh effect. Force the mill 5. Oh my. Oh lord, that's crazy. Holy. That's actually crazy. Because, like, that's just forcing the mill 5. It's so scary. Okay, so mill 5 on each side. Okay, so they milled 2 tiers in mud. They milled only mills and Shaylin. So they didn't hit any like mud. They didn't hit a putback, which I think is what Hani was super happy about there. Because a putback just stops all the tier plays if Hani doesn't have anything else. Which his hand is Talons, Orange Light, Kelbeck. So like technically a putback was just never stopping his plays, but it would have been good. So then Jesse is going to go, I think Shaylin 1, Kelbeck 2, YuGiOh 3, Mud 4. Thinking about using Mud 4 on Shaylin at least. A mill 10 is a lot of cards. So we're going to banish, put back Shaylin. They do have Orange Light Keldo in hand too though. Okay, it's also going to put back Instant Fusion and Magma. So, you know, I always think like putting back Instant Fusion and stuff like that is so weird. Putting back Magma makes a lot of sense though. So your opponent could Dark Summon it. I feel like just the more cards you put in your deck, the less good mills you have. And like, it comes up a lot, especially like when you're about to mill 10 off of just your opponent's cards. And that doesn't even involve the mills that you could be forcing. So they're going to try to Druid's Worm, target the Graveyard effect. We're going to chain Orange Light, discard Kelbeck. And then chain will resolve. So destroy. And then they get to put back with Muds, put back Shaylin, the Instant Fusion, Magma. And then, okay, so now we're to the point to where we are at a mill 10 on both sides. Give the decks a quick shuffle before chaos comes down. One, two, three, 4, 5. I guess yeah. I guess technically they have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on both sides, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on both sides. 2 Miri, Shaylin, Magma. Okay. Let's get these mills out the way. Scream, Shaylin, Hafinas, Agito, Keldo. Any graveyard interruptions for Hani? Any? The last one? Is the last one it? No. Okay. It's not. Jeez. Holy. So much about to go down. Okay, and then Honey can activate. He's going to activate. Okay, so activate one of the tier graveyard effects at least. I don't think he can even use Rhino. Okay, so this is resolving. This isn't going to be responded to. It's going to put back Miri, Huffinus to bring out Kikalos. Yeah. So put back, make Kikalos. I don't know exactly what the chain link is, but wait. How is this the chain link? Miri. Okay, because that was the last chain link because the Jerusalem was stopped with Orange Light. That is correct. Okay, so now we're in the new chain link. Now we're on to the next one. Where this is where Kit's going to activate, another tier name's going to activate, Scream's going to activate, more tier names are going to activate, potentially Rhino even activating. Okay, so looks like they're struggling pretty hard about thinking how to do this. You definitely do not want to mess this up. It is game 3. Game 2 went by super quick. Can you believe it? I've been sitting here for almost 30 minutes now. That's crazy because it hasn't felt like 30 minutes. Someone said, take me back to Edison. Please, emergency ban list. That is ridiculous. Like, I don't know. People always say emergency ban list, but they never talk about what they want to hit. Like, what would you hit in this deck to hurt it without ending the deck? Because obviously, you'd ban Kikalos, cool. Tier engine's no longer a thing. And then there's that. You could also hit Huffinus down the 1. That makes it that way the deck has one less insane hand trap. The engine's just a little bit worse. You're not going to mill tiers as often. You know, it's definitely not going to end the deck. It's definitely not going to do that. You could hit Planet down to 1. You could even ban Planet. You could just ban Planet. You could do that. But I don't see Konami doing that. I feel like that's a card that they would hit down the 1. Someone said finals is 60-minute timer. Kev YuGiOh. That is incorrect. It's actually a 65-minute timer, I'm fairly certain. Because I think that they take the 45 minutes and just add 20 minutes on top of it. Which, I hope they took the because, like, obviously they were scooping game 1, game 2. Like, I'm happy they took that stupid rule away. That was such a dumb rule, where you couldn't scoop in the finals, so it's like, and you weren't allowed to purposely throw. That's crazy. Not even being allowed to, like, purposely throw. I would just play like a bot. I'm a bot. What are you talking about? Of course I Diviner attacked their Kaleido. I wanted them to think I had Pixies. But they didn't fall for it, so I lost. Unfortunate. Yeah, they're going to chain Keldo to banish, put back Kikalos, Rhino Heart. Yeah, I guess just like while resolving some of their chain links, you know, we just talk about other things. And then we're going to try to put back Terraforming. Higher odds of drawing Planet. Maybe that's also for a Mystic Mine. Side decking or having like one Mystic Mine in your list isn't bad. Makes Terraforming it going first or going second card. Mystic Mine seemed pretty good for this event too, as a lot of players just were not that prepared for it. Oh, someone in chat made a good point. This deck on Master Duel is going to be horrible. Oh my gosh, actually, that'd be so bad. Okay, but now we get the foot back, Huffinus and Jerusalem to make Mud. Mud is nice, especially in a tier mirror. Especially in this scenario. This exact scenario. and then put back to make the Kaleido Heart. And then Kaleido Heart effect can spin back Kikalos. Yeah, I think you spin it back. We could put back Diviner, because like Kikalos doesn't actually do anything here, because we have Mud that can call Dark. So if Mud Dragon calls Dark, then they can't Kikalos affect target itself to tag out. So the kit will resolve to search or dump. That's Solix in hand. I know it looks a little bit weird where it's at. Kind of looks like it's activated, but I can assure you that's not the case. Someone said, all of this is off to summon a Diviner. It is. Diviner can get you so much. Someone said we're literally chaining Chainlink 7s to each other. Yeah, Chainlink. I mean, big Chainlinks are your thing, right? Like, does anyone remember Paleo format? Paleo format, you could get the huge Chainlinks. Grasslet greener decks, those decks could get the high Chainlinks. Even like Draco. I feel like Draco. Wasn't that a matchup where like, yeah, stuff could start going down in Draco and you just be in like multiple different Chainlinks with effects. And then activate Heritage, draw 3, let's go! Okay, so they're gonna dump Rhino with Kit. Now new Chainlink, Rhino effect. Chain Kaleido on Kikalos. I still don't know why that's Solix face up. Yeah, there we go. Wait, that was Engrave? What did Scream Surge? Or did Scream Surge? Or was that the discard for Rhino? I'm not sure. So much happened in that little time period and it took so long. Okay, now we're gonna get Solic Effective Search. That's why we like kind of like put it to the side. Okay, that makes sense. Showing that we still had like Kaleido and Solic to activate / resolve on the new chain. So now Rhino comes out, discard Solic. And then Rhino, Solic, so we're going to search and dump. 32 minutes left on the clock. Time will probably not be a factor this game. We're going to activate Mud Dragon effect, calling Dark. Doing it before they search, they could search Havness, summon Havness in response to Mud, mill 3, another body on board. May as well play around it, since you're going to have to Mud anyways when they dump. To play around them summoning Kaleido, and then Kaleido effects being Kaleido, because you didn't call Dark quick enough, because you're a bot. But Jesse didn't do that. Okay, so they're going to search Havness, and then dump. And then this is the last tier name. Right? I want to say yes. I want to say this is the last. Yes, this is the last tier name. This is the last tier name. It's the Keldo stopped the first one. And then they resolved to make Kit. And now we can put back the Miri and the Magma to make Mud Dragon. I think they also just put those cards back wrong because their deck's upside down. That would be so unfortunate if you got a game loss in the finals. I doubt they'd even give you one unless if, like, you know, you really messed up your graveyard or your deck in the order, like how things are turning everything to. Activate Dweller. Someone said perhaps we were too harsh to Mystic Mine. That card is not, it's illegal. It's not even banned. They didn't even hit it. Okay, now they're going to make Fleur pop Kaleido. That's clean, because, like, They can't get the effect because the Abyss Dweller. He's feeling good. Oh, you see him? He's heating up. He's heating up. Let him know. Yeah, that was a good play. Has Dweller, Fleur. I think the last card in their hand is Hafinas, because I think they only have... I mean, I'm pretty sure it's only one card in hand. If it is, then it is just Hafinas. Thinking about using Dweller here during draw phase. Decides to. Has Fleur negate still, so it doesn't need to tag it out. Probably hold the tag out until their turn. The opponent doesn't have any shufflers in grave. By opponent, by the way, I mean Jesse. Jesse has no shufflers in graveyard here. So that's not even going to have to be something that Fleur worries about. Activate Keldo. Keldo's going to discard Mud. This is going to give him a search. I think you just Fleur negate. Yeah, right? Because if you don't, then they get to search. They normal summon, overlay, make Babushka. Yep, so stop it. Nice, nice. Naughty misplay. If you would have let that go through, could have been bad. Could have been bad. Okay, I don't know what else Jesse has. Had the Solic Search, so we know that. It is under Dweller, though. Depending on what's in his hand... It's like the Fleur is the pressure here, right? The fact that it can summon back to keep playing, so we know the card in their hand is Hafinas, so we know Hafinas doesn't do anything if we don't do anything. We know Mud, we know that we have a graveyard interruption, so we know that they can't Fleur tag out. If they Fleur tag out, like if they go Fleur target, I don't know, random target, Rhino Heart, then they chain to banish and put back Rhino Heart, then Rhino Heart goes in the deck and Fleur will still put itself back. So then that's like a really bad scenario. So we know that they're not going to go Fleur effect. We know that they have a Phoenix in hand. So we actually can deal everything with what he has just by passing turn at this very moment, crazy enough. Even though it feels super bad, passing turn could be the best play because it would no longer be under Dweller. Gonna go normal summon Shaylin. Battle phase, beat over the Dweller. Okay, taking the body off board. Yeah, taking the body off board. And set one. Oh, someone said, y'all remember when we used to keep track of hands on stream? Would be nice. Yeah, those EU streams that kept track of hands. Those were so clean. Best streams Konami ever had, for sure, was the EU ones. Battle phase, Fleur beat over Shaylin. Doesn't want to Fleur pop the back row. Yeah, Fleur pop in the back row could just be a trap. Could be a Solic free search. Also, leaving Fleur negate makes it to where, like, we can start forcing their cards pretty easily. Mills Crime with nothing banished. Mills Planet. Mills Mud. Is that what it is? Mud's good, but we're going to go Hafinas effect Chainlink 1 response. We're definitely using Hafinas 1, right? I think they already declared it. So then Jesse would be the one thinking. Maybe they're just thinking exactly how they want to do this. I think activating Hafinas is pretty good there. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so we're going to chain Mud in response to their Mud. Because their Mud probably targeted both of the, like this Mud targeted that Mud, this Keldo, and then maybe something else. And then Theirs is going to target the Hafinus, the Kaleido, and the Shaylin. Can't chain Mud. Wait. Oh, wait. That Mud was already banished. Okay, never mind. They changed the order of their graveyard. I thought that it was different. I was going to say, there'd be no reason to activate Mud before your opponent does, because obviously they're going to activate it, and then in response you should be activating yours. That's how it should go, so now I'm happy they did it correctly. Was a bit confused there for a second, so they're going to put back Dweller, Mud, and then target Keldo to force it. And then Jesse's thinking if he wants to chain Keldo. Okay, does decide to chain the Keldo. Then it's going to put back Kelbeck, YuGiOh, Diviner. Doesn't put back Rhino. Rhino is a good summon off of Fleur. Really good summon off Fleur. I think... Oh. Okay. Hey, I definitely put something in upside down. Yeah, they're realizing it now. And then cut the decks. Pass turn. Well, I guess not pass turn because we're going to Fleur pop Shaylin. This is literally what I talked about before. I'm just dumb. I'm so dumb. They're going to go ahead, make Kit effect. Then you can start comboing here. So Jesse's going to need something to counteract this because he's already behind. This is putting him a little bit more behind too. We're going to search Solik. Kit effect, tag out, summon from grave. Bring out Rhino. And then Rhino 1, Kit 2, Mill 5, Mill 1 on purpose. Okay, so Mill Kelbeck, Scream, Mud, Druid Worm, Instant Fusion. And then dump 1. Can make another Dweller because we put back Dweller and Mud. So that could be the line here, just make another one. I see Rhino upside down there too. Yeah, I accidentally just put a bunch of cards in upside down. Oh, yep. They're going to get to cut before they put back. Well, yeah, because Rhino Heart dumped one. Bring out Mud. Overlay those. Make Dweller. So excited, so happy. I like to see it. You can literally tell, like, he's just throwing everything around. His extra X half upside down. Okay, so activate Dweller, Fleur effect to tag out. Target Rhino. He's going to ask to read Fleur. You can see the emotions getting to both of them. Just he looked kind of, I guess, a little bit sad with that, but not really in general. Hani just looks super happy in general. Like, look at him. Look at him. Oh, he might be crying. So happy about to win the YCS, so yeah, pulled the mask down. Gotta pull that back up a little bit. Okay, so put back Fleur. You know, they don't have any of the graveyard interrupts there, so bring out Rhino. And then Rhino effect to go dump. So now Rhino can go dump Shaylin. And then Shaylin effect. Chain Sornier on Shaylin. Oh, yo! Yo, that's crazy. Chain Mud. Maybe not Chain Mud. We know the set's Solik, right? That's crazy. Abyssid is so good. Abyssid there is just crazy. That's bonkers. Looking at the graveyards. I want to see exactly what's in Hani's graveyard, though. Okay, I think I see Miri in there, too. He's going to put back instant. Okay, yep. Checking the set. It is indeed Solik. Put back instant fusion. Kalos, Shaylin. Such a good finals. Bistids are so good, especially in this scenario where like the opponent like had to stop you from summoning a Bistid just because of how good it is in that scenario. Like it literally it can beat over a monster, it banishes, and then you have a Bistid, and your opponent has what, like Rhino Heart, and that's it. Or maybe you probably beat over Rhino. You probably you probably leave Dweller, leave Rhino, just so that way they can't top deck any tier spell or trap. Alright, normal summon Mud. And then pass turn. So, normal summons Mud because you can activate the effects of those on field or in the graveyard. So now this is actually an interruption to the graveyard. And even if they switch to attack and beat over it, it's still going to be in graveyard next turn at least. Which, it will be under Dweller by then, but okay, that's fair. Like, you gotta get it somewhere eventually, right? You can't just give up. I mean, Jesse's not out of this game yet. He's still definitely in it. If anything, low-key, Jesse's ahead. Which, it's hard to say that, because, like, Hani has Dweller on field. But Dweller doesn't just win you the game. You still have to have other things with it. At least Rhino's 2,000, and Dweller's 22. So at least we're gaining an extra 1,000 damage there just because of the water underneath. Drawing any tier card would have been huge. Said trust, this isn't some unwinnable position. This is something light. I agree. This is, I wouldn't say it's something light, but I would say we're in a scenario where either player could still win this game, and I like that scenario. It's a lot more fun than just one player being super far ahead and the other player obviously going to lose that game. What is Jesse's set? It's either Solik or Crime at this point. Literally can't be anything else. Unless it's something crazy. It's like Vanity's Call. Mill Shaylin, Miri, Alpha Miri. Okay. We are under Dweller. So million tier names there isn't the greatest. It's also not the worst. Checking out Hani's graveyard there. I may be thinking about summoning out the Sornir. Yeah, summon out Sornir by banishing. It's going to go ahead and target their Miri to banish, it looked like. Yeah, banish Miri, summon, enter battle phase, attack over Rhino. Yeah. Enter battle phase, attack over Rhino. We're going to activate Solik. Chain Crime. Discard Keldo. That's going to go back to deck. So now we get to... Yeah. We're going to get to beat over Rhino. We're going to read Crime. It does indeed shuffle it back into the deck. Keldo in graveyard's good. And then we're going to go main phase 2. Make Dark. Why are they stopping it? Why are you reading Crime? You guys read it before. It doesn't have to discard a tier name. You can discard any monster. Comes up a lot. I mean, there's a lot of times where I've discarded non-tier monsters off of that. Honestly, probably just as often as I discard a tier monster off of it, I discard something else. Dark effect, target magma, chain magma. That's game. That's literally just game. Activate the effect on field on summon. Wow, that would have been crazy because we would have had magma. We would have got the search during the end phase. We were still under Dweller, but the Druis Worm would have held the opponent back, and now that's game because they're going to search for Druis Worm, summon Druis Worm here by banishing. Next turn, you can just link into your own Dark, send their Dark with Druis Worm, Dark summon back, go for game. Just thinking here. Or I guess they have something in graveyard to interrupt, right? Doing math. Oh, they're only at 41. Just summon Druis Worm and attack. 150 less. Because, like, this beats over this, right? That's 650. So you just do 25 plus 25, that's 5,000. Plus 17, that's 67. Minus 1850. Easily more than 41. And they can't search anything off of that to live. Unless we're imagining they search Battle Fader in the finals. Holy. Summon by banishing. Draw, battle, game. Jesse obviously staying in it in case if his opponent makes a mistake. There's always a chance. You don't want to admit defeat until the game has actually been shown. Tribute for Druis Worm. Or tribute for Magma, Druis Worm, out that. And we're going to see Hani win the YCS. Winning YCS Pasadena 2022. Huge YCS, by the way. I think it was like 1,900 people. Jesse gained second place. Bit unfortunate since that's, like, I think that's his third time getting second place this season. But, hey, I mean, you gain second place that many times, you know, that's still good. That's still really solid. We definitely take those. Just watching him. He's so happy. Just screaming. Oh, I had to pull back his mask. Pull his mask back up. Oh, man. Yeah, I definitely want to pull it back up. Oh, look. I see people I know. Fair enough. But with all of that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.